GG's.
So hello there, captains.
Hello.
Good morning.
So anyway, what I think actually happened in the first part when it was George versus Hazu is that George doesn't really know all of our members pretty well, so Hazu was able to just get the better members, and that's why it was 5-0.
Yeah.
Maybe Hazu is just a much better captain at leading a team. Maybe.
I mean, after the first two, then I started also looking at how people had performed in previous smashes, like how well they'd done, to try and pick up people. But it was also difficult to try and balance like what sort of units I wanted on the team. Like
that's why you have a draft phase, right? Like you have one pool of units for both teams, and you just pick away from each other. So
yeah, because I tried going like with the majority, most of the Falxes or most of the heavy infantry, or one time with most of the cavalry and stuff. Nothing really seems to work out.
Yeah, but we now have a very nicely displayed SUNTZU Weeps 1, SUNTZU Members 1, and 1, right? Everybody wins. And Śmierć, tell us the story of how you have been late.
Oh no.
I was sleeping.
Did you sleep well?
Well, he must have slept very well. Oh shit! Oh, I promised something. Yeah, thanks.
And I
That's
call
right.
at winning, so I see this as absolute win.
Yeah, well, luckily Hazu was there with balls big enough to step up as a team captain. So congratulations to Hazu for that. Anyhow, Hazu, maybe you tell us how it was for you since you were 5-0 up. How did you lead your team to 5 victories?
Basically, what I did was just let them do their thing. Like as you said at the start, I know the team better, I think, than George, because I've been around for such a long time. Well, George has been as well, I think. But I've played a lot with, well, Nexus, Bardanom, Foxgod, whatever. And, well, I just knew their strengths, and I know I can rely on them, so I just let them do their thing, basically. Like, we just basically split up each flank for their own captain.
Yes, there was some kind of a pre-existent synergy, obviously, already, and it just capitalized on it.
And, yeah, and what I was also looking for was Rebellion, because it's just way too good to pass up, so I was trying to get at least one Boudica player every time.
Well, Foxy was there since like second or third battle. He also
yeah, exactly, as well as Corwin. So we had Rebellion on each flank, which really helps out the melee fights.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Foxes being played, a lot of Barbarians. I guess the movement speed is really, really valuable, and the infantry is still pretty strong, apart from well, being more weaker to ranged units. Speaking of ranged units, that is a very interesting point, especially to me as a ranged mate. Yeah, we saw some teams and sometimes where the ranged units were really nicely protected, and then on other occasions, well, they suffered from the current meta of teams being all over the place because of all the respawns and healing back. Yeah, team loses its coherency and ranged units lose their defenders, and then are just being picked off by cavalry. So what do you guys think about how did that played out differently compared to random matches? Because there was a team-wide communication. You communicated of where everyone goes, more or less, at least.
To be honest, I felt it was a lot more complicated because, especially in most of the games where I was the captain, constantly, no matter where anyone was, they were always asking they needed more people. So that sort of made it more complicated because obviously in a normal game every player has to sort of use their eyes to decide where they want to go, and so if you can just hear essentially everyone on the team all asking for help in their respective places, then you know, you can end up with, well, just confusion generally.
Well, that is definitely not an easy task to be a team captain, especially if you're losing, as you know, challenges keep piling up and advantages of the other team. And well, from the other side, Hazu, since you are winning, how is that for you? The overall experience of leading an entire team rather than just communicating within a party of 4 people in a 10v10 match. How is it of leading the entire team? 8 of 9 people?
Like, at the beginning of the match, I just, well, told everyone what their job was, for the most part. Like, well, each flank explained a bit, like, what they should be doing. And George also knows, because he was on my team the last round. Like,
who again, sorry?
Just do whatever you think
I was on his
is
team the
best.
last round.
And well, it just worked out, I guess. Like, unless with the the loss we had, the first one against Smirch, where he just base capped us. It just well, we didn't react quick enough because, or due to lack of communication, actually.
Lack of ping.
Yeah, the second battle was much more even. Yeah, Schmier secured an advantage as SUNTZU leaps at the beginning, but then Mimbers and their Hazu started to well, get back into the game, as you managed to capture back 4 points. I think Weeps got an advantage
like
in terms
2 years
of XP.
ago. It's the same map, so it's easy to cap, but that's why I picked that map and this tactic.
Well, you're still talking
cover
about Passage of
spawn.
Augustus. I'm talking about Alpis Graya being much more even battle. So yeah, at the end it was very difficult to tell. If the battle ended 1 or 2 minutes earlier, I would say clear victory for Weeps, right? But those 1-2 minutes towards the end of the battle, where SUNTZU members started to manage to get back into the game, as I said, 4 caps under the control and pushing you back, they started looking really strong and able to come back to the game. It was 2,000 points ish to 1,000 point ish.
Yeah, we were kind of sad that that battle just ended like that, because we really
it was getting really
liked
excited.
that one, because it was just such a struggle, and right when we came back, the game ended. So it was kind of sad, actually. But yeah, to me that was the most fun battle as well, in terms of how close it was. I mean, Smirch and their team had a clear lead at that moment, but well, she said we were making quite a comeback as well. And to me it would have been interesting to see that play out, but unfortunately CA didn't look at custom battles enough, so...
More like at all. Because literally play 1 battle other than Passage of Augustus that drags over 15 minutes and you'll find a bug. Or rather, a feature. Oh well, I think that will be it. A lot of interesting insight, sadly not fully realized in the most of the battles, as they have ended prematurely. I guess we have some feedback for CA to write about, like, you know, your custom battles end at 15 minutes, please fix. Shouldn't be hard to fix, because I imagine there's just some weird settings that they have left over from the previous game mode they need to change. Oops, sorry. And that would be it. Well, I'll take down my overlay and let's play some random battles, guys. We are 4 of us here, so we can just go as is. Especially since all the other parties have informed. Unless you have enough arena for today. Have to go, huh?
I really need to go to the toilet.
Oh, good. Toilet
And
is
I
a
want
different
something
spot.
to eat, so
Right, thanks for the games.
I can be back in like 20-30 minutes or so. So just play a few without me.
Sure, but all the parties have been reformed. Here's Batman. So how about you, Hazu, Schmirch? Oh, Hazu is going, okay. Schmirch?
I had to go.
And go? Go back to sleep?
And no, yes.
Mystery getting abandoned just like that again.
Well, I wanted to have that interview, so I guess that's what I deserve. Anyway, I'm happy that you, Schmirch, finally showed up on our Discord, and I would like you to show up more often and play with us rather than solo.
maybe next beta, cause
What?
tomorrow I have work and next
sure,
day
but
too, so
I've
I
seen
can't
you
play.
streaming and you were just playing solo, so it's just...
Yeah,
So if you can play on Tuesday, well, let's play together.
fast. I have work.
So that was your last day of Arena?
Yeah, sadly.
So I hope that you did enjoy it, at least.
Pink would be better. Just
Well,
pink.
nothing we can do really about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. See ya.
See ya, Shmish, thanks for coming. So, there we go, that concludes our SUNTZU Show Match event. I hope you guys, the viewers, have also enjoyed it. And well, I'm kind of alone as all the parties. There are 3 or 4 parties of 4 people. So I don't know if I can find my way into them. We'll see.